So, intimidating. Exactly how someone will show up for your lesson. So here's what we're going to do. We're going through a progression. This is for ski instructors. And I get the fortune to teach a never ever. Thank you, Skyly. Okay? So we're going to go through never ever. So they'll show up in your class or at your lineup. You'll be out here standing waiting for your class to come. They'll show up. Some will show early, and guess what? They'll do what Skyly did. They'll just want to click into their ski, which is fine. Don't let them go anywhere. So the thing to start with, though, super number one most important thing that'll wreck a skier's day is their boots. Okay? So you'll ask Skyly to click out of her ski again, and we're going to go through.
How do I do that?
And make sure you balance on one foot and you step on the back piece and walk forward.
Oh.
Walk forward. Yes! That's an advanced move. Okay, so put your ski back there with your other ski. Okay, so the most important thing is kids especially, but even adults, they'll come out with their boots not buckled right, or they'll have, so come on over here, Skyly. You'll ask them to take and look at their boots. You can ask them to pull their pant leg up and make sure you see all sock. If they got stuff tucked in, get it out of there. Sometimes they have loops on these long johns or something that go around the bottom of their foot. You got to encourage them to not wear those. How to deal with that? They can have the option and go in and change that. Sometimes they don't have an option, so that's problematic because they'll probably get sore feet. And if it's a kid that has stuff tucked in, guess what they're going to do? I don't want to ski anymore. But Skyly's, she's more mature than that. So she's going to be willing to say, okay, I got things in. And then when you get them, the ones you're fixing, and I swear you'll be fixing them, when you get them to pull that stuff out of their boot and make sure there's no wrinkles in their socks, you'll set it in, and then you'll buckle the top part of the boot. Encourage them to do it themselves. Some they'll be okay with helping, but make sure you ask for help because you're handling their leg and it's theirs. Okay, so you'll push in, you'll buckle the top, buckle the next one down, and flex in front. That pushes the heel in the back of their boot so they get this forward angle of their shin, their leg, moving forward for their stance. If you see a kid standing and he comes out and he's standing straight up and down and it's 90 degrees, he's going to have a big old gap here. His foot's jammed way forward, and that's not going to be productive. Okay? So take that young little guy, find a way to have fun with him, give him some snow to snuck on. Snow to snuck on, okay? That'll make him laugh. Okay, flex top, buckle the next one down, flex again, and then set the bottom ones. You should have them like a handshake tightness, so not super tight. You won't be levering those things down really hard. And then set their power strap up and pull the pant leg over the boot. So if you can get it over the boot, because that keeps heat in, okay? And cold feet are problematic with snow skiing. Okay, so make sure the pant leg's over, and then they're looking cool. Okay, Skyly's got hers just right over the top. She's got some wool pants. It won't go over the power straps. That's all good. It looks really cool. So she's prepped up really well. Boots, most important. Make sure their goggles are going to work, their helmet's right, and just scan it over. Make sure they look like they're ready to go. Okay, so you get their equipment right. Then what we might do is kind of, one of the fundamentals for human behavior is safety. Like Skyly, she just mentioned that it's kind of intimidating, right? Okay, so explaining to them how the skis work to keep you safe is something we can do. So grab one of your skis, Skyly, and we'll just give a little demonstration. Okay, so demonstration, brakes, keep the ski from sliding down the hill. Okay, but most importantly is what happens to you fall. Okay, and you might have them click on, or you might just have them watch. Okay, so they're looking at their ski, and you can explain that these toe pieces are designed to twist out. So when you fall, your toe's going to twist out of the boot. Okay, your ski will be like that. You'll have to reset it to get back in. So that's a safety feature. So they adjust your binding for your weight. Okay, these are adjusted for Skyly's weight. And then the heel piece is designed, if you fall forward, it's designed to pop up like that and come out. So there are things to keep you safe with these big old things on our feet. Okay? So that's kind of how the ski is for safety. Okay, so fear, take deep breaths. Okay, deep breaths. If somebody's like being a little intimidating, just take a deep breath and to stretch the hips. You might even reach back. Okay, because the Chinese believe that fear is held in the hips. So people are afraid, bending over, gripped. That's fear in the hips being held. So stretch the hips out. Okay, so that's how the skis work for safety. There's a shape of the ski that helps with turning. Okay, you can see how the tip of the ski is wider than the middle, and then the tail is wide as well, but it's not quite as wide as the tip. So when that ski scrapes through the snow while you're on it, the tip grabs a little bit more, which lets the tail break loose and come around, so it helps it turning. So it resists here a little bit more than the back, and it'll help the ski turn. Also, when we stand on the ski will bend and create another assistance. So when you put the ski in the snow, it'll bend just a little bit, which will help that turning as well. So these are designed to help you turn. And then we make movements with our body that we're going to start doing shortly for warm-up, because somebody's probably getting cold if you spend too much time on this. Okay, so a lot of this is for ski instructors training, so it'll be longer what we're doing now possibly than what you'll actually do in a lesson. But take the time to explain it, how they work. Ski poles. You know how many times I've been asked, what do I do with these? What do you do with ski poles? Well, they can help you balance. Mostly when we're beginners, they're going to help us get around. And we push them back behind us to help us walk. A little different than hiking. Okay, so hiking, you're just kind of going like this. Ski poles, we'll put our hands in the straps like this over the top so we can push behind us. Okay, you don't even have to grip very hard when you push behind. If you go up through the bottom, and we'll cover that again when you actually get to use it, and your hand down over the top of the strap. Okay, in more advanced stuff, when we start using poles, we can use them for rhythm and timing and to help change our weight. So when we're going through a ski course, we'll say it's like, here's a circle. And then we'll center line of turn. Oh, sorry, Skyly.
Oh, you're fine.
And we got another circle. When we come through and we make a turn, we'll use the ski pole. We'll be small here, and the ski pole can help us come up and change our weight to the other foot for the turn. Okay, so that's an option for poles too. And then we use them to block. we might be coming down on a mogul and we'll actually push it in and it lets our body pivot around it. Does that make sense? Okay, so just a little bit on pulls. They do have use. I once told a trainer, he said, what do you use your ski poles for, Patrick? I go, well, if I have them out like in the wind, they can help me balance with wind resistance, like kind of like a tightrope walker. That was the wrong answer. And I think if Nick McDonald ever saw this video, he would laugh. So, you know, I went through the learning curve. Okay, so poles. All right, so that's kind of the equipment. And guess what? We need to get warmed up. And let's help me draw this track out, Skyly. Okay, follow me. And we're going to shuffle through this and make a trench for a ski turn. Okay, wiggling the outside arm just for the heck of it. And I'll tell you why later. Oh, wiggle the next outside arm here. And we're going around. Huh. That's well done. Now you lead. Back to track. Outside arm. She's got her outside arm. We're warming up and we cross it over to the other outside arm. Somebody's been teaching her already. Okay. That warms us up. So now let's go and kind of limp on the outside foot and lean over it a little bit. Just a little bit warm up. We're going to bounce the basketball. Pass it over. Yeah, basketball. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. You go. She's bad, dribbling on the outside. You play basketball, Skyler?
No.
She's never played before. Look at that cross handler. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm warming up, but I just had an idea. Let's do a cross under with a basketball. Have you ever done it?
Like under your leg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cross under. Here we go. And where do we cross under? About the center line of the turn. Yeah. Okay. You go. Battle. Where's the center line? Oh, she crossed under that leg. That was the hard cross
Did I do
under.
it the wrong way?
No, the big good basketball skiers, they do it under both legs. Let's try to cross under the other leg now. Okay? So we come over here. Dribble. Cross under the new outside leg. Dribble. Yes. Dribble. She's got it. I'm warming up. Cross under.
Wow!
Yes. Okay. So, with that, if I were to test you, what ski would we be on when we're turning out on that side?
This way.
Mostly the outside ski. Okay, so that's really important. It's an exercise to get this going. Okay, which side of the foot? What foot are we going to have our weight on in the turn over here? Yes. Okay, so we're coming out here. We're tall at the outside.
You lift this one.
Yep. Left knee in the air. Coming small. Getting tall. Right knee in the air. That's it. Tall. Small. So, we got warmed up a little bit. We know where our legs are supposed to flex and extend. So for the ski instructors, that's something you need to know is the phases of the turn. Initiation, shaping, finish phase of the turn. Okay? So you're short, you're getting long, and you're getting short again. You're short here, squat. You're getting long, balanced on the outside at the shaping phase, and then small again at the finish phase. Okay? I think we accomplished a lot. We got our balance, right? Okay, so let's take a exercise. Really important part of the turn is going to be transition. Okay, so we're right through the center of the turn, right here. And what I want to do is a couple squats on the outside leg, okay? So we're going to come up and roll the foot. We're going to tip the knee out a little further and roll, okay? Squat and roll. Squat, small and roll. Small and roll. Small and roll. So come on in behind me, okay? So we're finished that last turn. We're done with this foot. We're getting small and rolling. We're getting small and rolling. Small, rolling. And now, at the apex of the turn, this is where we're tall. Okay? We're tall at the apex. So our last one here, we did that through this, some phases through here. Okay? A little heat there. Now as we go down through here, we're going to tip it into the inside and come back up. Tip it to the inside, come back up. Use a groin muscle to tip the legs in, come back up. Tip him in and under so you're balanced on the outside foot, and back up. In and under, and back up. In and under, and back up. So here's it. We're the transition of a turn, and before, this is the center line of two turns, right? Before we get to that center line, we'll be from up here. We want to do these squats. Okay, so come in behind me. And we're going to exercise this really important move here to here. Here to our new turn. To our new turn. We did some of this, right? Before. So I'm rolling right through the arch of the foot. Right through. Then once we get that done, now we're going to walk through the turn and we're going to tip inside, tip inside, tip inside, tip inside until we're doing just a very tall tip to the inside. And we have balance on a long leg at the apex. Okay? And now we're going to stay on that, but we're going to tip and we're going to squat just a little deeper as we go. So as we approach the center line of the turns, I'm going to do my deepest squat and come up, okay? And so we're going to switch here. Now as we're changing directions, I want to do a few squats here, here, here. Okay, nice and deep. Coming up and rotating the hip forward. Nice. Nice and deep. And rolling right through the arch of the foot. Right through the arch of the foot. We finished the turn. We changed weight from this leg to the small edge toe of this foot. And we're coming over. So once we've established that transition, now we're squatting big toe edge. They're deep squats, but they're getting a little not so deep. Just a little bit taller, little taller, little taller, and we have balance on the outside foot with the right knee in front, right?
That's the inside foot.
Balance on the outside with the right knee in front.
Right, okay.
Yep, it's the inside foot too. Nice. She's watching me. I'm a misspeaking good today. Okay, up, 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 and we're staying on that movement. Tipping the knee under our body. Finding balance every time we squat on one foot. Okay, nice. Every time we squat, we're getting smallest at the finish of the turn. And then we take this leg and we do a transition. A transition move. Okay, transition move. And we're going from here to the front. Rotate the pelvis over the femur as the femur rotates under the body for balance. Okay? Let's see it.
So here and then come up.
Yep.
Is that right?
Rotate that femur under. Right leg. So you have balance. Yep. So you're going from the edge of the foot. You want to make sure you get all the way to the big toe edge of that right foot. Yes. Find that balance on it. All the way on the big toe edge. Okay.
And then we're shifting the weight to this leg.
Nope, we're staying on this leg. We're going to keep that because that's going to be your new outside leg, right?
Right.
Okay, you finished the turn.
Right, because we're going. Okay.
Yep, nice. Okay, so we're shifting, and now that's our new outside turning leg. Nice. So now we'll have them grab their poles on one ski. So we got the motions through the track of how to make a turn. Okay, in kind of we were focused more parallel stance, but we'll get to wedging skill. These are all motor skills that we can do with wedging as well. I think they'll develop just fine. Okay, so a couple ways we could get in the ski if you have good balance. You could put this pole out here and the handle in your hip. Okay, so left pole, see how I am? Left pole out, handle in the hip, and I can lean on it. Okay, and then I can hit any snow off my boot.
You have the opposite ski.
Yeah, we'll start with the right ski. So you can stand on the right side. Okay, so you're going to stand on your right foot. Right foot.
But this is my right ski.
That's right. Okay. It was just a demonstration to show you how to hit your boot. Okay? I tell you, she's top of the class. All you other guys, you keep watching her. Okay? So same deal. So we got this one as our balance in our hip. We're hitting snow off. Okay? And the other thing that Skyly did really good naturally is she stood next to her binding. Okay, so when she brings her foot down, she can step right over the top of it, toe in first, and click the heel down. Perfect. See how heavy that is? Good. So there's the lower foot that moves, the leg from the knee and the foot, and then there's the knee that points in the hip. So play with that a little bit. We want that knee to work, not just the foot steering. Okay, so knee, try to take the knee all the way across your other leg, and then open up wide as you can. Knee back across, open. That's a motor skill, okay? You probably feel it in the groin.
Yeah.
When you come across, that you want to turn those muscles on, okay? And opening it up, you can pull hard. You should feel it in the outside of the hip, and then back in, okay? So then have them do that on the snow. See if they can turn their knee in a little bit as they steer their foot. And I like to do it like if you were to make a bow tie, you know how a bow tie is like tight in the middle and it fans out on the end? So if you could get them to turn their ski right under their body, that's a good drill. Okay. And I can already see that Skyly's kind of tipping her foot in the boot a little bit. So as I turn my foot out, I'm pressing my big toe, or I turn my foot in, I'm pressing my big toe down so this edge doesn't catch. And then as I try to turn the ski the other way, I'm pushing down on the pinky toe side so these edges don't catch. And you can lift it up a little bit so it'll be catchy, but you can lift it up so you can get some of that knee work going. Just a little bit of resistance. Nice. And pull it back like right next to the other foot and do it. Okay? Okay? And so another move to do is to slide your heel out away from you a little bit as you turn. Yep. Slide it out and move your body over with it when you do it. Yep. You're going to balance on it, standing on the big toe edge of the foot. Big toe edge. Big toe edge. Okay, so let's go around this course and do that. Where is our track? Right here. Okay, so we're gonna try to look up and not look down so much. We're crossing turns, right? Now we're gonna be mostly on the outside foot. So we're gonna practice steering this foot this way. Just try to slide it. You can lift it up a little bit to have it clear the snow, okay? Because we want the knee to point the direction we're going. The inside knee to point the direction, okay? It's gonna be catchy, that's okay. It's just an exercise, okay? So let's go back up the other way. And this is where we're gonna get to balance and skid on it. Okay, so this is where we wanna turn it out. And find your balance over the big toe as you do it. Looking up. If you look up, your balance will go off. Okay? And now we're center line of turns. We're going to squat, right? Squat. And we're going to turn that ski and try to rotate the knee and the feet the other way. Just smear it out of the way. Smear it out of the way. Smear it out of the way. Okay? And back to the other direction again. Let's do a circle with it. Okay? So here we are. We're going to go all the way around. Try not to look down at the ski and just find balance. And see if you could actually glide around the circle a little bit. All the way here. Nice. That's exactly it. That's where it starts to be fun. Okay, here we go. Going down the hill. And it's balance on the big toe edge. And turn that leg around the circle. Nice. Nice. That was super well done. Okay, another time. Up. Outside edge. And steer your foot and knee around the corner. Looking up. Looking up. Looking up. One more time looking up. And then we'll play with the other ski. Here we go. I'm looking up and around. Rotating that knee around the corner. Okay? So another thing too, I think I noticed with Skyly right there, is that Skyly, as you started to go, you let the ski go and your shoulders started going back. Okay? So one of the things you can do is try pulling your ankle up and balancing on the ski on the front of your boot with your ankle like a little energized. Okay? So the ankle is going to be a little bit energized in a flex. Right? And keep it. When you start sliding, keep that energized ankle. Okay? So I'm coming around this corner and you got to anticipate you're going to be sliding down. Keep that ankle energized and you'll be able to stay balanced forward with the ski. Anticipate moving forward with it. Better, better. Okay? So looking forward, energized ankle, flex, and the left foot in front. Find that balance.
Left foot in front.
Yeah, let's try the other leg and we'll get that whole foot front thing.
Wait, it doesn't matter what ski you want?
Ah, it doesn't. Good point. You can wear each ski on either foot. Ski on either foot. Oh yeah. Super. She's a good learner. Oh, so you have to stomp that heel piece back down? All the way down further. It's not quite down. The purple part. There you go. And then, there you go. Okay, so now it's our inside ski, so we're trying to pick up and turn it or smear it out of the way. Okay, and then we're going to go with an outside turn here. This is where we're flexing the ankle, left leg, keeping the right one moving forward. Okay, moving forward, keep your right shoulder moving forward around the corner. Right shoulder moving forward. Nice. Right shoulder moving forward. Coming around. Try to glide it as far as you can. Nice. Looking just forward.
Letting it go
Just forward. So one of the tendencies, you guys, for my ski instructors, I do it a lot. I've been doing it today. I've been saying looking up. So people look up. What does that do? It throws their weight back. Defeats the whole purpose. So glancing forward would be a better word I need to learn. Okay? So glancing forward a little bit. Glancing forward. Finding balance on the big toe edge of the foot. Nice. And you can even use the inside pole to pivot around. If you set it in the snow, see how I set it forward in the snow? And it helps me ski around. Yes! I love that move. Okay? Except that I think what's happening is your shoulders back. So rotate your knees and your pelvis over into the front. Okay? So as you come around here, you're still like back. You want to shoulder forward, reach forward with the pole as far as you can. The right arm's going to pull your shoulder, will pull your hip around too. A little work around. Okay? So my pole is like almost out in front of my ski. Okay? Yours is to the side. Rotate it so your pole's in front. And then keep that shoulder out there. Oh, it helps your balance. I think so. Unless I made that up. Okay? So we're playing with this stuff for a while. I like that. So you reach your pole and your shoulder as far as you can out front. And you're going to balance and turn your knee and foot. Whoa, that was a car. You see that? That was like a World Cup car. Okay, again, pull way out front. Keep that arm straight. Don't let it bend. Just leave it right straight out there. See how I'm keeping mine way straight out? All the way around the corner. All the way around. Nice. Okay, so the whole thing we're getting is we're looking for alignment, and your beginners, to go around a corner, they're going to want to pull back like this. Okay, so trick them, like saying your shoulders straight, locked forward, and trick them to go around that circle with their shoulder forward, shoulders connected to the torso, to the hip bone's connected to the knee bone, and so forth, right? That'll trick it. So we'll get them aligned and trying to find their balance with that shoulder way forward, that arm way forward, inside arm way forward. Getting dizzy yet? Nice. So play around with that when you're happy. Say let's try it on 2 skis. Okay? So we go from working on the foot, getting to know the phases of the turn. You know what else we could do? Just gliding. We could stay on 1 ski, go back to the 1 ski. This is where you don't really want to rush getting them skiing, okay? Because remember we did the flexion and extension? So we did, where are we tallest in our turn, or longest? At the apex of the shaping phase, right? Yeah, that widest point, and we're smallest. So let's try that ski turn through our track, small and tall. Okay, so follow me. Let's go back here to the top. Yeah, switch skis, put it back on the right. So that's another way you could quickly clear your ski too, is if you stand next to your binding, you could scrape it off on top. Okay, so we're going with the right foot. And which arm is going to be extended forward? Left. Yes, left foot. And we're going to start small, right? So we're going to try to be small on the ski and rotate. But then we're going to get a little taller at the edge. And then small again through the finish. Small, and then tall, 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 and small, small, small. Okay? Tall, 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 and we're getting small, 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 and tall, 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 small, 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 tall, 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 small, tall. Except we're skiing on our boot there, right? Skiing on our boot on that turn. We're still skiing on this boot. Our weight's over this foot, right? And this side's in front. Point it out there really far with me. Push your arm as far as you can. Okay? Now we're going to switch. Okay? We're small, and we're pointing with the left arm really far forward. Left arm and hip. We're tall. We're tall, and then we're small. Small. Okay? We're going to start getting tall, 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 and small. And now we're gonna step tall, but we're skiing on our boot now. Pick up the inside ski. Skiing on the boot, and then we're small down at the finish. Okay, and then we're gonna start to get tall, skiing on our boot. Right, everybody got balance on their boot? Yes, tall, and then we get small as we finish the turn. Finish, and then what happens? Which shoulder goes forward?
Left.
Left shoulder goes forward, and we start to get tall, 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 small, small, small. Right?
Uh-huh.
Makes sense. Now let's get the other ski. So again, what's a good move to keep your clients from leaning way back? Yes? And how about with the foot? Ankle.
Oh, flexing your ankle.
Yeah, because look what happens if I'm balanced, right? And my ankle is kind of relaxed. I'm resting on my foot, on my front of my boot.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as I go like this,
Oh.
it goes away.
Uh-huh.
So that's what's happening. As soon as they start to slide downhill, they get fear, shock. Oh, darn. I'm sliding, and what happens to the ankle? Look at my ankle. Okay, so I'm tall here, but as soon as I start going, I open my ankle up, and I'm in the back of the boot. But if I start to go, and I flex my ankle to get small, then it's going to keep you from going back.
Okay.
Yep. So, because naturally, if our ankle is ever going to be open, it might be
Point flex. Okay.
when we're long. Okay, but it's still going to be flexed. That keeps us forward. If I have so you could see if I point my toe, flex my ankle, point, flex. Okay, we want it not here. We want it flex. Okay, so we're long
gets you
here.
More into the stance that you want to be in too.
That gives us a balance. So if I come through this long part of the turn and I have my toe pointed, okay, guess where I am? I'm back. But if I bend that ankle, it puts me slightly forward. Can you see that little difference in my body? Okay, and now as we go through the finish phase of the turn, we're flexing into it even more and bending into it, bending and pressing on the boot. Okay, make sense? Okay, so center of mass, the average of my weight. If you bounce on the shin and you feel your weight going right through the arch of your foot, okay, that's the center of your mass over the basis of support. So this controls it along the length of the ski. We open the ankle, we bend the ankle. Open, bend, open. Try that. Okay? Open, bend, open. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So we're going to use subtle movements to control our center of mass during the length of the ski. So you might walk a little bit with me. Okay? Pole baskets in the back. A lot of people do this, you guys. A lot of people try to get around and reach forward. Okay? But you want to actually have their hands down by their legs and have the baskets of the poles back behind by their tails. And then they can push from back there by just rocking their arms around. Okay? So a little bit of a wedge. I'm turning both feet in. Okay? This is both feet out. This is both feet in. And the knees follow. Okay? So another way to turn around, okay, is to put your poles out wide and then walk around and turn around all the way the other direction. Try that. So put your poles wide down the hill, way out there, and then step your feet, use those to hold you back, and keep turning all the way till you're across the hill again. Whoa, reset, get them out there so your tips don't touch. Nice. Okay, keep turning until you don't slide anywhere. And then let's try it again the other way. Okay, so poles down the hill. Okay, and then step your feet. Don't let the tips cross until you're facing the other way. Stay in between those. Stay in between. Looking good. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Now put your poles behind you. Okay, and that'll let us herringbone up. Okay, herringbone, herringbone. Try to walk with your by raising your knee up. There you go. Okay, so again, we're going to turn. Nice wide poles down the hill. Okay, and then step around in kind of a wedge shape, a pizza shape. Tips touching. Yeah, nice.
Sliding.
Reset yourself. Okay, so here we go. We put yourself in a wedge, facing down just a little. Okay, even a wider wedge. Okay, see how wide my tails are compared to my tips? And my tips are like a fist apart. Okay, now that's where you want to step in. You want to step and not change that wedge a whole lot. Okay, don't change that wedge a whole lot. Keep stepping around. Keep stepping around. Keep stepping around. Nice, good job with pull. Okay, so here's another move. Keep stepping until you're facing up to where you won't slide anywhere. Perfect. Okay. So again, part of what's happening is bending forward. Okay. So try to keep your waist, your glutes flexed, and step into a wedge. Flex your glutes and stand in a wedge. Okay. Now keep your glutes flexed and stay tall. And see if you can step around, keeping your glutes flexed and your legs outside. Keep those glutes flexed. Keep them flexed. Keep stepping around. That was a little easier, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay? Real big. This is really common as people start doing this to move. And some of that is the whole Chinese thing. It's a little fear of going someplace. You aren't ready to go yet. Okay? So let's try it again. So we're nice and glutes flexed, so our hips are really open. We're going to use our poles and move them downhill from wherever we're going until we get sideways. Keep a look at the hill and see which way it goes. Keep stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping. Nicely done. Oh yeah, let's just 360 it. Our pole's behind you this time. Okay, nice. I like that move. You guys try this one. That one's cool. Okay, so she went down, resisted from going down, keeping the hips open and tall. And now she's going to put her whole poles behind her and keep stepping around from behind so she doesn't slide backwards in a herringbone. You got that the other direction? Let's go to the right. And then support from behind. Yes. And then support back in front and keep going. Whoa! Dude, that was a great lesson. I've never done that. 360 one way, 360 the other way, and teaching them to switch back and forth. Perfect. So, what are the poles used for? There you go. Okay, your very first run when it's a little steeper. Okay, the very first run when it's steeper, we're going to go like this. We're going to look ahead and see kind of which way our skis would want to go. And we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go, ah! No. Okay, so put them down so you're holding yourself back. Okay, turn to where you're holding yourself back. Your hips are nice and glutes are flexed. Okay, come back to the straight stance. Okay, and now wedge them out. Don't bend at the waist and don't let the head drop. Okay, here we go back in. We're not going to bend at the waist and we're not going to let our head drop. Okay, so we're just going to let our head sink. 8 pounds. Average human weight of the head is 8 pounds, like a bowling ball. We want it to go right down through the body. If I take that 8 pounds and put it here, it's not going to be very good. Okay, so here we go. There, the head goes right down through the body. And back again. Okay. Now, if I go like this, what do you think is going to happen when I'm going down a hill?
Go backwards. And your legs are gonna go through the splits.
I could go backwards if I got so dang scared because there's no way I'm going to stop. Skis go straight if they're pointed straight. Okay? So without looking at the skis, try to keep the tips together using the muscles we use to rotate the knees, pointing the knees in. Okay? Without looking down, we're going to just look forward. Okay? And we're going to let that head drop right through our body. You're gonna let the weight of the head drop right through the body. A little bit of a flex. Okay? One more time. So here's the opportunity. Oh, she's down. I missed it. What was that? Oh, we haven't learned to get up yet. It's a get up lesson time. Nice. Some people have the ability to squat over their skis. I got a little knee problem, but they can squat and get up, but you can end up running down the hill. So a lot of beginners, anybody, you want to get their legs turned so they're against where a ball would roll. Okay, so a ball's going to roll down there. I don't want to roll with the ball when I get up on my skis. Okay, so I'm going to pull them around. And what I'm first going to do is I'm going to take care of my skier client. I'm going to go get her gloves. So she's ready for those back again.
Thank you.
Customer service. You're welcome. And I find that most beginners can't really sit and get up by sitting over the back of their skis. Okay, so it's often best, because this way they can do it when somebody's not around, is you have them take their pole, and there's a divot in the back of the binding that the tip of the pole can go in.
Oh.
Okay, so if they extend their leg a little bit and get it away after you get them set up on the hill, and you have them put that pole in there, and then as they push with the pole, they pull with their heel towards them, okay, and rock their foot. Okay, that'll get one ski off. Some people will get up with one ski, maybe not. Then just have them extend the other foot where they can see the other divot and push and unlatch it. Skyly's gonna make it up though. Yes. Nice. Okay, so something also is make sure that they stand over their skis. If they try to get into their ski like this, there's not going to be a match. Skyly was just at the limit she was able to do it. But have them make sure their skis aren't going to go anywhere. They're not facing downhill, and get right over the top of it. Okay, so we're back to playing with that stance. Okay, so there's a few things going on that we want to correct. Okay, we found out we want the weight of our head to go right down through our body. So it's right through the center of our mass. Okay, and then we're going to just bend the knees and ankles a little bit. Okay, knees and ankles, and turn the knee. There you go.
Is it just where you are that you're not sliding back, or is it that I'm doing something wrong?
Okay, so she's fine. It's partly where you are because you're on a little back slope. Okay. Okay, one more time. Let's see if we can solve that. Why is she sliding backwards? Okay, maybe because she's too far on her edges. Okay, so we're rotating. We want to keep our skis kind of flat instead of on edges. Okay, if I go on edges, look how I'm going back with you. Okay, now if I take and I stay balanced right over the top, and I keep them flat, okay?
How do you do that with keeping your knees in, though?
It's only very slight. It's not necessarily a dropping the knee. It's more of a rotating the knee, okay? So we want to kind of point the knees in and bend the ankles, okay? Try it again. Let's try it where your face, come over here just a little bit further forward. Right over here, right there. Okay, and then, okay, now back in, step back in, out and step back in, and out and step back in, and out, step back in. Good. Look forward and do it. Smile at the camera.
Oh, I forgot that there was a one right
Yeah,
there.
I think it's probably still running. It looks like there's a square on there. Nice. Okay, so this is our wedge that we're going to slow ourselves down when we make our first run. Okay. So we got kind of those movements around. We know how to get around, right? Let's go back to our ski course and stay down up here, using the poles behind you to walk up the hill. You got it. Okay. Feel your feet. Feel your feet. Just look forward. If you need to see the tips, just catch them out of the peripheral vision. Okay, so you make sure you can see them, but just peripheral, looking at the snow. You want to look which way the snow goes. So you take that data in. People need to look at the snow and see how it's going for your stepping. Okay, so as you're getting there, you see it's kind of up the hill. You can think, well, I see that terrain. I can start stepping around and quit that work of pushing back. Okay, so we're coming out of this turn, right? We're small at the top, right? Step on up to the top. Okay, and we're going to use this wedge as we're coming through the turn. And I'm going to be tall in the wedge, right out here. Okay, and I'm going to push myself in the wedge forward, and I'm going to be small in the wedge down to the bottom. And use that wedge to slow you. Okay. Nice. Come all the way down here and use that wedge to stop you in the middle. Nice. And then you're small at the bottom, right? Now we're going to get top. You can use that wedge. Standing on the outside foot, step around, lifting up the right leg, and stepping forward, and turning. You just linked 2 turns, girl. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and herringbone back up. Actually, just to see if you can run. See how fast you can do it. Go for it.
I keep crossing the back of
Okay, well, don't let them touch then. Go, try it. Just don't cross them. Run, 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 run. You got it. Yes, that's it. That's it. Keep that going. Go, 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 go. Yes, yes.
Are you pivoting like this?
You're doing it exactly right. You just keep going. Yes, you're doing it exactly right. Yes. It doesn't feel right, does it? It is right. Okay, good. Okay, come on over to the start again. Use your poles to slide in around here. Yep. Go ahead and use your poles to step around. Put them in front, step around. There we go. Okay, so we're coming through. We're short. Walk, walk, and get a little taller. You can kind of step. And now we're going to slide. So we're tallest here. And we're rotating, pushing the left in front. And then we're going to get small in the wedge. And then tall again out here on the left foot. Tall on the left foot. Turn that leg. Turn it, turn it. Turn it. Step, step. Point that right knee where you want to go. Nice. Nice. Let's step all the way through this way. We'll keep doing the figure 8. That works really good. Okay, give yourself a good push across the middle. There you go. And then you step on around, use that momentum to step and hike and step. Poles behind you. So keep those hips out open. Yep, walk with your hips tight and your glutes tight. And just kind of walk like, what is it, Frankenstein. There you go, keep stepping, keep rotating. Okay. Okay, so we're playing around with the figure 8 course. We're getting 2 turns in. Okay, we can do a straight glide, but we've been walking through this course and it gives a chance, because it slopes a little bit, to actually start turning right away before the straight glide. There's nowhere we're going to really go. We've learned how to wedge to stop. Let's go a straight run. Follow me here. Right down here, and then push them out to stop into a wedge. Push them into a wedge. There you go. Give yourself another push. and then wedge to stop. Okay, and back up. Here we go. John, you're going to parallel ski. See, watch the parallel ski. Okay, so turn around. Big, wide herringbone. Say come into the picture again. Let's try this. Try coming sideways. This is another way to get around. Okay. So the poles, turn your skis again so you don't slide forward. And then we're going to try to step on just tiny little steps. And be like, what we want to do is we want to be very ginger. We don't want our skis to slip. Okay, so we're going to just take super, like you're walking on glass. And you're going to stay on the edges. You don't want the skis to slip. It's like you're on glass. Like you're on glass. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, super easy like you're on glass. Okay. And now, give yourself a push over here and stop. Okay, and a wedge to stop. Stand tall. Remember hips. Everything forward. Okay, so use your poles again to turn. Downhill, downhill, downhill. Okay, and so again, our hips, glutes. That is the muscle right on the top of your lower back. Keep those. Don't let them bend. Okay, you're going to give yourself a push. And keep those glutes. You're bending in the ankle and the knee mostly. Okay, push them out a little wider. And you stop. Okay, so let's go this way. So uphill would be like there. Like we're on glass. Right on the edges. Don't let them slip. Don't let them slip. You get to walk on that little tiny metal edge like you're on glass. Okay, now think about it. Now look up. Which way is the ball gonna roll? Exactly which way is the ball gonna roll? So your tail's starting to point down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure those tails stay exactly parallel to where a ball would roll. Nice, like we're on glass. 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 Gentle, gentle, don't let them slip. We're just on glass. Super. Okay, now look up and feel your feet. Or not up. There they go, Patrick again.
Forward.
You gotta look forward and down. Forward and forward.
Like in the snow where you're going to go.
In the snow, where are you gonna go? There you go. Okay. Now your tail's turning back to where you're gonna slide backwards. Make the adjustment. Nice. Okay. Hold back. Okay. Exercise this a little bit. Okay. Remember, the glutes are going to stay open and strong. Okay. You're just going to settle your bum right down in between your feet with your head. Okay. Your bum's just going to drop right straight to your feet. Okay. Keeping your upper body upright. There you go. Okay. Rotate, rotate. Okay. Keep those tips a little closer together. Okay. Okay, bend your knees a little bit more. Okay, and then come tall, apex of the turn, bend your knees through the middle. Nice and gradual, like you're on glass too. Okay, there you go. Up, nice and gradual. Okay, nice and gradual. Okay, so you gotta rotate, keep those toes together like they're glued together. Keep those toes glued together. You can look at your skis with peripheral vision only. Looking forward, forward, forward. I think we're out of the picture. Okay, come forward. Let's glide into the picture. Come in. We're going to just settle down right in between. So you feel the front of your boots. Ooh, ooh. That felt better, didn't it? Nice. One more time. Another push. Settle in. Oh, yeah. You even looked for that. You did. It was in your face. Okay. Cues. So you get to a point of this stuff and you're going, that's going to stop her. Okay. So you could give them a choice. You want to go to a hill where we could glide a little further and move out. Okay. So we spent maybe an hour and a half at the beginning of the lesson. It might even be break time. Get something to drink and then take the next level, and we'll go in to show them how to do, get onto the rope toe and go from there. Okay? Because the safety is the number one most important thing. When you want to see it in your face, that they're confident in that wedge that they're stopping. And I saw a change right there. So what I might choose to do rather than take Skyly up to the top is we might boot up just to the top of this run by the camera and just do a little longer run. So you got to make that judgment. If they're confident and want to take chances in life, then you go to the rope tow. Or you spend some more time in that gliding and braking. Okay? So we'll take a break here and finish up. We'll continue on with the rope tow and skiing.